It's day 3 of my trip on Lake Superior. The first 2 days gave me a great taste of what it's like to paddle on the world's largest lake. Day 1 was incredibly calm and peaceful, and the clear, colorful water made it almost feel tropical at times. On day 2, the wind picked up and the paddling conditions became a lot more interesting as I worked my way around the beautiful shoreline and islands of Cape Gargantua. I'm a little nervous about what lies ahead today because the wind has picked up even more and I've got the most remote and exposed section of coastline to deal with. There's no doubt that I'm going to have some big decisions to make. Wow. Well, I am a man of few words in the morning. I did follow an incredible night's sleep the previous night with a pretty bad night's sleep last night. Not because I wasn't ready for a good night's sleep, but just fighting my shoulder. I've got a torn rotator cuff, and it's been hasn't been that big of an issue for all spring, but it's been really just becoming a real issue more and more, and now it's impacting sleep. It's not so much of an issue that I'm worried about paddling today. Actually, paddling feels good on it as long as I don't overextend. But sleep. It's not liking sleep right now. And that is a problem because I like sleep. And my shoulder should like sleep. But it doesn't. But whether I like it or not, or whether my shoulder likes it or not, it's got 2 more backcountry sleeps to go here because how far am I? I'm about 50 kilometers from takeout, and that'd be an unnecessarily big 2 days. And why rush this? That's the last thing in the world I want to do, is rush this. What are you doing? You guys got some attitude. These are like little ninjas. Holy cow! Man, that'd be cool to be able to do. Why don't you check the skeg before I go any further? Skeg work?
Skeg works. All right, onward. Do I have everything? Yes. Certainly took me long enough. I'd better have everything. Oh. Through that gap, and it's open water from there. Very open water. It is a strong wind in the right direction right now. And there's some good gusts that swoop in too. It's between 15 and 20 mile per hour sustained with 30 mile per hour gusts today. It is the single biggest factor, aside from lightning, that keeps you off the water. It isn't so much the waves. Well, the waves can prevent you from launching and landing, but it's the wind. It can make it unreasonable to try to cover any distance. It's just not worth the effort. I have a feeling today's going to be a lot easier than yesterday. Not just because of the little extra help from the wind, or a lot of extra help from the wind, but it was significantly bigger yesterday than it is right now. The big question today is going around the Cape, that major headland. How exposed will it be? It could be interesting. It could definitely be interesting. Oh, a little leg stretch. Oh. I didn't do this enough yesterday. Well, I didn't get that many opportunities. I could have made it happen a couple more times maybe, but I have a feeling I should take advantage of every opportunity to stretch my legs that I can on this shoreline. It's, from the map, it looks pretty rugged. It's the first sign of anyone I've seen. Shows you how rough it is out there. Well, that is the Cape that I'm supposed to get around today. We'll see if Mother Nature has other plans for me. It's a good mission. that fishing boat is any indication, it's rough out there. Well, got to keep moving. The wind is only going to get stronger this afternoon. Oh, nice break. Nice break for the bum. Oh. Get through there. Oh yeah, we're gonna go. Oh, 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 oh. I think my best bet here is to, rather than just stick with the shore, not only is it the long way, but with the way the waves are and the wind, it's going to make it a little challenging. It's still going to be a little tailwind, but definitely coming in from my left as well if I follow the land. And ultimately, what I need to know is how rough it is as I go further out. So I'm thinking I'm going to abandon shore, go out further, and take more of a direct line towards the Cape. And that way, if I do decide, it's too much, that I can cut back in and get the last campsite, which is over in that bay. Yep, that's a good plan. I like that plan. From where I am, I'm guessing 8 or 9 kilometers. What's that? 5.5, 6 miles to the Cape itself as a crow flies. I think it's going to be good out here. I think the wind is really on my side for this stretch right now. Ooh. yesterday, I was just on alert, you know, in those conditions. And that alert here has become a bit stronger. Higher alert, even some adrenaline going right now. Gotta relax. Not too much, but you gotta relax. It is a unique feeling, I'll tell you that, to be out in water like this. In terms of safety, this, you know, there is some real danger factors, risk factors here, absolutely. But I do have a Zoleo communication device, which is a satellite communication device to call for help, as well as a VHF radio for calling line of sight, really, boat traffic. But if I need those, things have gone wrong. All right, well, I am rapidly approaching the Cape. Jeez. Swinging wide, swinging wide. Can't wait till these clean up. Wow! How fortunate am I to be here right now. Amazing. Stick to the deep water, my friend. Stick to the deep water. Oh yeah. And the waves have smoothed out a little. Oh. That was a big paddle. Jeez. Wow. Now I can hug the shore. Maybe even touch the shore. Oh. Oh. Wow. Much needed lunch break. What a beautiful spot. Well, I found myself in a familiar position. I was looking at a campsite that I already passed, or one that's just down this way. But it's 3:15. Now that I've had lunch, I definitely have plenty of gas in the tank. Could hang out at a camp here, read. It's not such a bad idea. Or I could keep going. I think you know where I'm leaning. I passed this campsite, and these two are just up ahead. And so really, I'm gonna do this. I'm going all the way to Brule Harbor up here, which looks pretty cool. Let's keep going. All right, so that's camp up there. Oh yeah, in there. And then Till Creek Falls. Right, there's a waterfall. Of course, I'm gonna have to check out a waterfall. Apparently it's the highest waterfall in the park. I should probably put my skirt on though. Swamping would suck. I was trying to avoid it because it's a pain in my shoulder to do it. Turn the waddy. Everything else, mostly, about paddling is not a problem, but that sucks. Okay. All right, well, time to go for a wander. Till Creek Falls. At least I hope so. I don't know if there's an actual trail to it. I hear a creek. Woo-wee. Holy moly! That is sick. I'm definitely in the danger zone with falling rocks. That would suck. Holy cow! That's beautiful. I thought the first part where the water was pouring through the crack was the falls, but nope. I just kept going and this is Till Creek Falls. I love finding things like that. The time to go. Man, this feels kind of like Groundhog Day. Putting in again. Paddling in wind again. Seemed like a good idea when I left that point way back there. It is. It's a good idea. It's now 5. What time is it? That hike, took a little longer than I was expecting. 5:25. We're good. Here we go. There's so many good reasons to come to this park. I mean, what I'm doing right now, most people aren't going to be able to do, especially in these types of conditions. The sea kayaking is accessible in the right conditions. In the summer, it's generally pretty good. Winds tend to be light, and they're highly forecastable too. So this is not a bad place for new paddlers. I definitely would be, if you're going to go in any type of exposed water, then take a guided trip with Naturally Superior Adventures. But this park goes so far beyond just sea kayaking, the canoe tripping, the hiking, the fishing. I mean, this terrain, this land, it's got it all. If you love the outdoors. I think I've earned myself a luxurious dehydrated meal from Pinnacle. Oh yeah. I can't believe I'm excited about a dehydrated meal, but the past two have been awesome. And so I have high expectations for tonight's dinner. That is exactly what I wanted to see. Oh. Well, cheers. Thanks for watching. Makes it feel like this isn't quite a solo trip. But I do have to say, filming these adventures, it's, I mean, I won't lie, it's a lot of work. A lot more to stack on to something that's already a lot of work, but that's why I love it. It's an adventure within an adventure, and I've been doing adventures for my whole life. I've been filmmaking for my first one was 26 years ago. And so it's a big part of my life, and getting to do both adventures and filmmaking at the same time is it's my dream. Doesn't mean it's easy, but it's my dream. I love it. And ever since I started teaching kayaking when I was 17 years old when I started teaching it. That was 32 years ago. And I love teaching kayaking. And the reason I love teaching kayaking is I love getting people outdoors and showing people what they could do, how amazing kayaking is. And ever since that, I've loved that feeling. And that was really, that's been the purpose of all my content. Whether it's the TV show, Facing Waves, or Paddle TV, the YouTube channel, all the tips, all the gear reviews, the adventures. It's all designed to get people, to inspire people to try kayaking, or to keep kayaking, or get back to not just kayaking, paddling, any type of paddling.
because I love it all. But but then also trying to help people make sure they're in the right gear and they don't have a good experience when they do go. But that's what these adventures are about too. You know, it's the same thing for me. There's some guys who have inspired me on with their YouTube content. I mean, there's Jim Baird, there's Xander and Maxim Budnick, and there's John from Lost Lakes, and there's a lot of smaller Canoe the North. Oh my gosh, they make wonderful, inspiring stuff too. And I love what they've done, what they're doing. But for me, they go on wild adventures, really off the beaten path, and I think that's awesome. But for me, I like showing adventures that are much more accessible. I mean, sure, Lake Superior, right? What I'm doing on Lake Superior right now, and in these conditions, it's not what everybody should do. But it's a provincial park that has wonderful access, wonderful campgrounds. It has support. It has naturally superior adventures to provide guided trips here. It is very accessible, even if you're not, even if not exactly what I'm doing is. This region is accessible, and you know, I'm going to go on some trips that are a little, you know, definitely off the beaten path. But for me, what you're going to continue to see from me is a lot more adventures that are accessible. And I love it. And I hope you guys enjoy it too. Will the jalapeno cheddar biscuits and herbed sausage gravy live up to the high expectations I now have of Pinnacle Foods? Smells good. That is really good once again. The bar has now been set very high. I'm looking forward to testing a whole bunch of different dehydrated meals. But so far, the bar has been set very high. The forecast says tomorrow's going to be cloudy. Might have even a few showers. The wind is also dying down as the day progresses. But we'll see if they're correct, because stranger things have happened than the weather report being wrong. Either way, I'm done for the day. So good night. Lights out. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the second part of my Lake Superior adventure. I just wanted to take a quick second to thank the partners that have helped make this type of video and a lot of the videos that I do possible. This particular video, I have to thank Algoma Country and Destination Ontario for supporting my trip here. I want to thank Ontario Creates for supporting my whole wild discovery project, helping to make it possible for me to do bring all these different adventures to you. Now, the boat I'm using on this, on this trip is the P&H Scorpio. I'm using the high volume version because I'm a bigger guy, but also because I wanted the space for all the gear for an extended trip. It's an all-round sea kayak, and that's what I needed. An all-round sea kayak, plastic sea kayak, something that could handle whatever Mother Nature threw at me. Big thanks also to my two longtime partners, NRS and Aquabound. Thank you for supporting my ongoing mission to get more people on the water and ensure those experiences are as great as possible. And lastly, thank you. Thank you for watching and for supporting my new channel and my other channel, Paddle TV. You guys are what really drive me to do what I do. So thank you. Wow, what a beautiful, beautiful morning. It's just what the doctor ordered because I had a rough night. You know, I didn't sleep again. Actually, it was a worse sleep last night than the night before. All thanks to the shoulder. It feels fine paddling. I mean, it doesn't feel fine when I'm putting on my skirt. That sucks. And I wouldn't want to do a high brace or try to roll on that side, which is fine. I've already resigned myself to the fact that, hey, no high braces on that side, and if I do happen to flip for some reason, I'm only rolling on my left side and I can keep it tucked. But you know, I was up a good chunk of last night in discomfort, and it gave me a lot of time to think, and I made a really I made a decision in one of the most beautiful places on one of the best paddling trips of my life. I've made the decision that this will be the last. I'm done paddling for a few months. But basically for as long as it takes to fix this thing, because it's time. I can't put it off any longer. I'm going to pay for it in the long term. And if I put it off and it means I can't do these types of trips down the road because I just didn't take care of business when I should have, God, that'd be the stupidest move of my life. And so it means I'm going to be doing a lot of hiking because I can't not spend time outdoors in places like this. I just can't do it with a paddle in my hand. Sucks.
Well, that is hands down one of the best campsites that I've ever stayed at. It had everything. Awesome spot. And I just did my second dummy check and I didn't forget anything. When I say second dummy check, I'm not sure if you do the same thing, but I do a first dummy check once I bring everything to shore to pack up, and then I do my second dummy check just as I'm about to climb into the boat and push off. I'm like, you know what? I better check and make sure I didn't leave anything behind. Even though I already double checked, it's a triple check. Because stranger things have happened to me. Here we go. 18 kilometers till the end. That hurt. Oh. What the heck? Oh. Wow. Okay. It really is amazing how much of an escape backcountry tripping is. It doesn't matter what type, whether it's paddling, hiking, biking, whatever. You don't think about, you leave the stuff that's going on in the real world, you leave it behind. You don't think about it. You give your mind a break from it. It's not that you're avoiding it, it's just that sometimes it's really healthy to take a step back and take a break from thinking things through, and then come back to it with fresh eyes, fresh mind. And I think that's one of the joys of backcountry trips. That in the distance is Michipicoten Bay, and that is my finishing point. That's where Rock Island Lodge is based. It's about 10 kilometers away. The clouds have rolled in. They said there was a strong chance of showers this afternoon, and so there's a good chance that's what I've got in store for me. But this is the flattest I've seen the water since day one, and it looks like it's going to be like this the whole way. So I'm going to just, hit it and I'm going to do it alone, truly alone, meaning you're not going to join me on this part of the adventure. But, you know, definitely you need to put Algoma Country, Lake Superior Provincial Park on your bucket list, because this place is magical, and you don't need to be highly experienced at all as a kayaker to come here and enjoy it. You're not going to have the same experience that I just had, but there's so much to do. And you know, big shout out to the folks at Rock Island Lodge and Naturally Superior Adventures for making it accessible to people of any skill level. I mean, if you're an experienced kayaker and you want to have a guided trip through some exposed waters, they got it. If you're a new kayaker and want to get your feet wet on Lake Superior, they've got that. But there's so much more here than just even the sea kayaking. The canoe tripping in Lake Superior Provincial Park is second to none. And the hiking too, phenomenal hiking. So definitely put it on your bucket list. You know, I did this. This was something for me to check off my list, but this was also a springboard for me to work things out before tackling that shore, which I can see in the distance. That is the north shore of Superior, and that is where Puckasaw is. A much bigger adventure, a much more committing adventure than this, and I can't wait to tackle that one next year. Otherwise, I hope you guys have enjoyed this adventure. Give it a thumbs up if you have. Leave a comment down below. You know, share it. Share this video with other people so they can hopefully get inspired to go on some type of adventure. It doesn't need to be paddling adventure, an outdoor adventure. And we'll see you again soon for another, well, tip, gear review, or paddling adventure. All right, got a little bit of a tailwind, not much. It's not going to be as fast as yesterday. It's not going to happen on its own.